Sir, Assalamu alaikum. So thank you very much, sir, for giving us your valuable time for this interview.
Thank you.
Sir, we are doing a fellowship in FAIMER, which stands for Foundation for Advancement of International Medical Education and Research. It is a foundation of ECFMG, it's Education Commission for Foreign Medical Graduates, and they deal with foreign medical graduates of the world in USA, and it is situated in Philadelphia. They have their institute in Philadelphia, and they have also 5 regional institutes worldwide in India, South Africa, Brazil. So she is a fellow of India FAIMER Regional Institute, Ludhiana, and I am doing in the institute in Philadelphia. The foundation is established in 2001, and their main aim is to create an environment for cross-cultural exchange of educational expertise and experiences and develop a global community of health professions educators. And the ultimate goal is to improve the health of local communities by improving this health professions educators program. This is their main aim of this fellowship program. So today we'll discuss with you about medical education and government interaction. And it is a vast area, so we focused on 4 issues, and through teleconference with my fellows in Johns Hopkins, Ethiopia, Mali, Sri Lanka, and me, Bangladesh, we have developed 7 questionnaires, and we focused on 4 topics, that is curriculum, enrollment, deployment, and quality assurance. So, Sir, Dr. Muna Salima Jahan, she will ask you the question.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, would you kindly throw some light on the basic organization of medical education in Bangladesh?
First of all, thank you for coming to me to discuss this problem of medical education, which is a very important issue worldwide, more so in our developing country like us. I would welcome every possible help from FAIMER so that we can develop our education in our country. The medical education here, as you know probably, and most of us would know, that there are in mostly 2 parts, undergrad and postgrad. We will be discussing mostly undergraduate level. This is dealt by the Ministry of Health. In many countries it's dealt by the Ministry of Education, but here the Ministry of Health deals with the health education. And for the health education there is a directorate, and under the Directorate of Health there is a medical education, Director of Medical Education. They are responsible for developing the curriculum, looking into the curriculum, and for admissions in the medical schools and etc. So basically it is a centrally managed education system, which is for the not only for the government sector, but also we have a very vibrant private medical education sector. We also control them and try to look after this sector as well.
For last 2 years, you were also taking the admission of private sectors.
Yes, in private sector there has been many medical schools that has been established before we came into existence into the government, and we felt that the private sector needs to be looked into very seriously, because many of this sector are not up to the mark. So we thought the private sector needs to be controlled, their education system has to be controlled, because the doctors are dealing with life. We cannot neglect the education in the private sector. So as well as the government sector, we will definitely try to control the private sector as well, and which we have been able to do it in the last 2 years. And I would say that we have been partially successful in trying to improve this private sector.
Sir, you have already said that curriculum is mainly dealt by the Directorate. So, curriculum, as we all know, that it's a dynamic process and needs regular evaluation and update. And our first curriculum was actually introduced in 1988, which was later updated in 2002. So my question is, actually the update which was made in 2002, was it an outcome of continuous curriculum evaluation process? And if so, what are the problems being identified? And actually what strategy has been adopted to address this issue?
I think, as you have mentioned very rightly, that it's a continuous development. Curriculum cannot be static, and especially not only in medical education, but in any science or any other subject. It's a continuous process. So we have come a long way since the original curriculum was there. And I know a few days ago I was talking to my directorate and the medical education sector. They have been already reviewing the new curriculum. So this is a developmental process that they have been doing. There are many sectors that have been neglected in the past, like the social science, like the human relationship, like the patient-doctor relationship and how they should be in the medical education. That has not been looked into. In the curriculum, it is also neglected partly because they are brought up in the medical schools which are located in the city, but most patients are in the periphery, in the rural center. So these things we have been looking into very seriously now, how we can bring out these issues into the curriculum. And the doctors who are going to be the doctors in future, they can be more as a human personnel, as a resource personnel, and they have the reality. They know the reality in the ground reality, so that what is the rural people suffering from. So they are more interested in cardiac disease or not the really primary health care. So all these issues, I think, in the curriculum development is going on. I am sure it will be continuously developing in future.
In worldwide, it has already been changed that they are moving towards more problem-oriented, problem-based, competency-based curriculum, community-oriented. So you are also thinking...
Yes, we are already thinking in the community-based right way, because we are thinking to extend the training not only during the medical school but also during the internship, whether we can take part of the internship into the village level, community level, so that they would be more trained in that level. So I think community level orientation of the education is very, very important.